welcome back to On The Volley. I'm here today not to talk about Celtic, okay, though I got my Celtic top on, okay. I'm here to talk about that man, Ange Postecoglu. What can I say? I mean, this is the league table as it stands. Who the fuck would have predicted that at the beginning of the season? I don't think anyone would have. I mean, yes, Arsenal being in there, in second place, okay, but I think everybody would have expected Man City to be top at the moment. It's early days, we all know that, it is very early days, but no one in their right mind would have predicted that Ange's Spurs are top of the table after 8 games. I mean, it's just unbelievable, incredible. But for me, why am I not surprised? For the Celtic fans that know Ange, why are they not surprised? For the Australians that know Ange Postecoglu, why are they not surprised? I'll tell you why. Because we know who Ange Postecoglu is. We know who he is, okay? And yes, all right, maybe we are a little bit surprised, okay, that they're top, and the start that Ange has been unbelievable. It's a miracle, okay? It's just like a 360-degree turn. But that is the effect of Ange Postecoglu. That's the effect that he has on players. You know, I did a video on the Celtic Kilmarnock game, and one of the commentators, he actually said that Joe Hart, I believe, said that under Ange Postecoglu, it was very, very easy to understand what was required of them and what type of football that they were expected to play. Whereas under Brendan Rodgers, it's a lot more difficult. And they're getting to grips to it. And he asked me my opinion. I said, but I think it's plain and simple. Ange allows players to express themselves. He tells them, they do it in training. Oh, I'm in the middle of the road, so we're going to have some noise. He does it in training. He lays out his principles. We never stop, just the whole team plays for each other. The inverted fullbacks, okay, attack down the wings, drift into midfield, okay. All the players support each other, going up and coming back. The attackers playing back in defence, okay, helping out with the defence. The defenders going upfield and scoring goals. I mean, against Luton, who was a goal scorer? Mickey van der Ven. Okay, I hope I pronounced that right, Mickey. He got the only goal of the game. Now let's be honest, okay? How the fuck that game finished 1-0? I just don't understand. The amount of chances that went begging. I mean, you had Richarlison, his first opportunity, skied it if I remember rightly, took another shot, excellent save by the keeper, yeah. Just stuck his leg out, okay, saved that. And the keeper done a couple, 2 or 3 outstanding saves, yeah, to keep them in the game. But, I think Spurs should have been 4-0 up. As much as I hate to say it, I hate bigging up Spurs. I really, really do. I'm an Arsenal fan, okay, in England. And I'm Celtic in Scotland, yeah. Everyone knows that. But, hey, I've just got to keep it real. I've got to say it how it is. I've got to be objective. They should have been 4-0 up, okay? Now, Bissouma, what a plonker. What a plonker. He wasn't touched, okay? Goes diving to the ground and he gets sent off, okay? On a stroke of hard time, they're down to 10 men, You've also got to take into account that Luton actually did put the ball into the back of the net, yeah? Which has got nothing to do with the fact that Bissouma, okay, got the red card, but it does play a part in the game, how it progressed in the second half. I'll get onto that. But Bissouma's sending off, I mean, how ridiculous was that? I mean, he wasn't touched, he goes to ground, and he's let his team down, which is a shame because Bissouma this season has been stalwart for them, okay? Remember, all I've heard, because like I said, I don't follow Spurs, don't really care much about them, never followed them, okay? Seen a few of their games in the past, okay? But from what I hear, Bissouma last season Wasn't all that. This season, all of a sudden, the guy's a star. And then he does that. Okay, look, they can make mistakes. He's made a mistake. You know, he'll get suspended, okay, for I think it's one game, yeah, because it's yellow and then red, so it wasn't a straight red. So, you know, but he's still letting the team down, man, because they've gone down to 10 players and they have to play with 10 players for a full half. Now, Luton, give them their dues, man, okay, right? They did attack Spurs. You know, they gave it a go. And to be totally honest, if I was a Luton supporter or Luton player, I'd be proud of my team, because it's tough coming up into the Premier League, and it's a hard ask to stay up here, okay? Ask some teams in the past. So if they can keep up that level of play, then they might be able to survive and remain in the Premier League this season. But hey, who knows? We're not here to talk about Luton, but I will take my hat off to them, okay, for the effort, okay, and, you know, how they played, especially in the second half, albeit against 10 men. Now, as for Ange's 10 men Spurs, okay, the second half, they were under the cosh, and to be totally honest, everything that I know, have seen in the past, have heard about, or saw on the highlights about Spurs, is they would have probably have crumbled, okay, this time last season or the season before, you know, and we would have probably seen some Keystone Cops defending. But you've got to be honest, okay, they stuck to it. They were resilient, I think is the word that a lot of people are bandying about. They did not give up, yeah? They believed in themselves, they believed in their abilities. Every player, okay, was fighting for every other player, okay? They wanted that, and you could see how much they wanted it. And to be totally honest, they fully deserved all 3 points. You know, you can say, well, hold on a second, isn't that a bit hypocritical? You just said that Luton, yes, Luton did play well. Yes, if Luton had got a goal and it'd been a draw, that would have been a fair result, okay? I'm not taking away from that. I'm just saying, if you look at the Spurs of today compared of the Spurs in the recent past, okay, they definitely deserved it, in my humble opinion. Now, I don't like looking at the league table and seeing Tottenham up here and Arsenal here. I don't like it. I don't think he'll stay like that. I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. They will lose points. They will drop points. Whether they draw, whether they lose matches, okay, they will drop points. We, Arsenal, have just got over a massive hurdle because we beat Man City. And I think the last time we beat Man City was about 12 years ago or something stupid like that, or 12 games ago, I can't even remember. The fact of the matter is, we beat them. Lucky goal, yes, okay. Was it a great game? No, not really. Some people, okay, some of the YouTube channels and the media have likened it to a game of chess, okay. I expected a free-flowing, open game with loads of goals. That's not what we got. It wasn't to be, okay. We didn't see that free-flowing, open game and all the goals that I was expecting. So, as far as I'm concerned, it was a great result, but it wasn't really a great game. So, we've got over that hurdle. Ange Spurs still has to do that. Now, you do realise, okay, I always call it Ange Spurs, yeah? I won't just say Spurs. It's Ange Spurs as far as I'm concerned. And I think everybody will agree with me on that. Because that guy, okay, and I'm going to say this, I'm going to keep saying it, okay, has completely turned the team around 360 degrees. And all the experts, okay, all the pundits, or everyone that pretend to know everything about football, that didn't take the time out to go and research the guy, are now eating humble pie. And again, let me just state something. It's a marathon, it's not a sprint, okay? Where we are, okay, in the league position now, where Spurs are, where Man City are, where Liverpool are, really, okay, doesn't say much, okay? Excuse me. What it does say is that we've all got off to a good start. what it does say, it gives us the confidence. Okay, I'm talking Arsenal now. It's the same thing for Spurs. Man City probably, after losing 2 games, one after the other, the first time in God knows how many years, maybe that might put a little bit of dent in their confidence. Haaland has not been firing recently, and that is also something which I think will affect them, yeah? So it's a long way to go. It's going to be very, very interesting, yeah? Forget Man City for a second, yeah? We all know they're still the favourites, so on and so forth. My interest, what's the word for it? The interest I have, that my curiosity, what I want is I want to see us finish above Spurs. That goes without saying, okay? Like I said, if we can win the Premier League this season, if we can win the Premier League this season, I would be a happy, happy man, as all the Arsenal supporters would be. But we don't only have Manchester City to contend with this season. We have a resurgent Liverpool under Jurgen Klopp, okay, although they drew over the weekend, so how resurgent, I don't know. But we definitely have Ange's Spurs to contend with as well. And that is what is going to make this season really, really interesting. Anyway, what I'm glad about is the fact that the people that laughed at me, the people that criticized me, the people that said I don't have a fucking clue what I'm talking about, okay? The people that said, you know, I mean, I'm losing it, I'm getting old. All because I said to each and every one of them, watch out for Ange's Spurs. Watch out for Ange Postecoglu, because he is a man that we are going to have to contend with. At the beginning of the season, I was a joke, as Ange put it, okay? Because when Ange went to Celtic, he said it in one of his, interviews, yeah? He said, let's be honest, when I went to Celtic, I was a joke. Well, this is the same thing for me. Before the start of the season, as soon as I knew Ange was going to Spurs, and I started bigging the guy up and telling everyone, watch out for this guy. Spurs are going to be contenders. I've actually got a bet that Spurs will win a trophy this season. FA Cup is probably their best bet. I don't know about the league. It's a long way to go. Great start for them. But my point is, okay, for them, was a joke. Not so much of a joke at the moment, am I? Hey? Who's laughing now, son? Early days. It is early days. It's a marathon, not a sprint. I know that, okay, right? But hey, I've said it. I'm sticking with it. And I wish Ange the best. I honestly do. Love the guy from his time in Celtic. I'll always follow him wherever he goes, okay, just to see how he does, and especially, especially, okay, if people are still underrating him, just to watch him shut them all up, which he's done from day one in his, 25 years, 26 years of management. Anyway, look, that's it from me, okay, right? Good luck to Ange. I don't want Spurs. Hold on. I do not want Spurs doing better than Arsenal. That goes without saying. You know, if we meet Spurs in the FA Cup final, I'd much rather lose the bet, okay, pay up, but Arsenal win the trophy. Premier League, obviously, if we don't win it and we come second, I'd love us to win it. Then if Spurs come third or fourth, I'm happy with that, because I'm happy for Ange. What I don't want is Spurs to come second and Arsenal come third or fourth. That would not make me happy at all. How could it? I'm an Arsenal fan in England. It is what it is. I've got to keep it real. Misha, I'm out. I'm out.